Yeah.
That.
Hello.
Yeah.
How is everyone?
Finally started.
Sleepy, I think.
We was doing the sleep.
Okay, so I blame you for my lack of sleep for the last 2 weeks, Ned.
Say that one more time. You kind of cut out.
I said I blame you for my lack of sleep.
Why are you on your phone?
Hang on, because I'm busy.
And why am I to blame? Does this have anything to do with Crescent City?
The feeling has everything to do with Crescent City.
I gotta know which book you're in.
Side note: Monster now makes beer.
Yes, it does.
What? Is it any good?
It tastes very good.
I wish it was gluten-free.
At the classic, the white, peach, and berry, the red one.
Side note of the side note. We are streaming.
Oh.
Yeah, we are.
Hello, world.
On YouTube.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Hang on.
She said I'm out.
Yo, somebody at midnight until she wakes up.
She's not coming. She had a family thing.
Oh. Dude, she got her ass backpacked to purple yesterday. Back fucking packed. Alright. Anyway. No, I didn't start Crescent City.
She bought me the box set of the hardbacks yesterday.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Yeah. I wandered into Barnes & Noble after tennis yesterday and was like, I'm just going to go fuck around and look, because I ended up having more time than I had wanted, right? And he was like, oh, God. So I text him when I get in there, and I'm having a meltdown. He was like, why? And I just sent him a picture of the box set, and I was like, you cannot get a box set of the hardbacks. Somebody ordered this and then never came and got it. And since it wasn't paid for, they put it on the shelf. This does not exist. My mom has been looking for that box set in hardbacks for me since... This does not exist. My mom has been looking for that box set in hardbacks for me since June or July, and she still hasn't found it. And it turns out that she bought me the paperbacks, the box set. So I'm gonna have 2 copies. Fine. I'll annotate in one and keep the other nice and clean. But regardless, Dustin was like, you know what? Okay, go ahead, buy it, put it on this credit card, and I'll pay it off. And I was like, okay. So I snapped up like a gremlin and bought it and ran out of the store and came home, so I didn't spend any more money. But yes, have you met Manon?
I just had her intro chapter. Of the 3 guys that tried to break into the house that she was residing in. I'll word it that way. I was like, ma'am. Ma'am, that escalated quickly.
Yes, it does.
I had some things about our favorite assassin ruined for me because Pinterest is the devil sometimes. But still, seeing it all laid out in black and white at the end of the book before this, where you watch Chol's face go, oh shit.
You're the monster. I don't know.
I just sent her into the arms of the person who can most help her. Oh my.
Yes. Lord, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you to get through Throne of Glass, because then I have all of the ammunition that I need to quite literally load you up and fire you like a grenade launcher straight into Crescent City and then just shake you by your ears until such time that you comply.
Like, I haven't read a book series this fast,
Uh,
and I don't know how long. Also, I ordered Murtaugh for Nick because it has a release date.
Oh.
Oh, and he's coming close. He's like coming to Missouri, too. So
Oh.
I might like go
So-
stalk him, kidnap him.
What's he
put him
coming
in my
to? What's he
basement.
coming to Missouri for?
A book
Conference?
event. Yeah, it's conference. Book conference.
That's gonna be awesome, dude.
Yeah, he just might disappear from that day. I don't know where he went. Write more books. Straight up.
Weirdo. Leave him alone. Leave son of a bitch alone. Let him live his best life. Don't laugh at me. What I'm doing makes sense. You can't see it, but it makes sense.
So that's Stephen King. Misery? Yeah, I'll straight up misery his ass.
What was I just watching? I just watched a movie that was directed by Stephen King, but it's not its normal genre, and it's an old movie. I watched it with Moppin, and it was the most cocaine-driven thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
Stephen King for you.
That's a lot of coke.
All of the vehicles and
Vehicles came
devices,
alive.
yeah,
Yeah,
came alive
yeah.
and turned on people.
Devices.
You know what it is?
Oh, I know
I'm
what the
pretty sure
movie
Nick
is.
knows
I
by
can't
how he's talking. That
I
scares
know
me.
the book. I read the book years ago. I watched the movie, and
So
I'm just like, when a
apparently-
scary movie appears on TV, I just look at Nick and go, "Do we know this one? Can I watch this one?"
is not scary.
No,
This
okay.
thing is just ridiculous. It is
it
just
is.
cocaine in a movie. It has the dude from Mighty Ducks in it, and the entire movie's soundtrack is AC/DC. I can't remember if it was High Voltage or Highway to Hell. Like the album was all just for this movie, apparently. Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
It,
it's just a strange. It's a strange movie, even for Stephen King.
yeah. It was weird. But it's a good one to watch and go, what the hell is this?
Nick, are we leaving the kids outside?
I guess. I don't know.
Okay, I didn't know after Cass's escapades this morning.
No, he can go out there and kill more moles. I don't care.
You
I
see
mean,
me
To the
watching
world,
you,
we
watching
love animals.
you.
PETA, don't come for us.
Yeah, our youngest Dotson appeared this morning, and I do say appeared, in the living room, holding the corpse of what used to be.
It wasn't like it was mangled or anything. It was still one piece. It was just not alive
breathing.
anymore.
It was dead. All but dead. Because Cass is a murderer. My son is a murderer.
If
And
any
now he's
animal
walking behind me, so I hear a tingle.
don't yell at me. Marco, I'm trying to get there. I'm having a hard time. There we go. Okay. Sure.
there's like a 30-second delay.
There we go. Okay. Sure.
There's like a 30-second delay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mine's loud as fuck. There's like a 30-second delay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mine's loud as fuck. There, that should be a little bit better. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mine's loud as fuck.
Delay that order.
You-
Delay that order.
You're gonna hear a loop back if you have that playing through your speakers while.
I don't.
Or
Yeah. I don't have an
Oh.
option. But I mean, overall, it sounds to me like we're good. Everybody is at least
Yeah.
audible, able to be heard. Words
I
are
am the here.
I heard you did
What
that.
are we doing? What are we doing for midnight? Is she gonna be like exploring while we're
Is she going to be having
Yeah,
another
so-
heart-to-heart with the snails like I did?
I kind of want to give it to you guys to decide what we do with her. I have some ideas and I just want to get some feedback on that. So,
Okay.
first
Alright.
idea is that I could utilize her in minor ways and have her, you know, be there, but just kind of ambiently there. She could be in snail therapy and have her bats running about freely with the snails, and have a moment in the snail backpack where the snails fill her in on everything that's gone on from a snail's point of view, giving her a different perspective on what y'all are doing and where y'all are going.
That's cool.
Or she can be kidnapped.
Who-
I feel like the
Hang on.
kidnapping would put us too far from what we
Can I can only count to 3. This is the problem. I
was
see you.
gonna
I
give her
think.
the option, but it's a little too. I found out at like 3, so here we are.
All right, inside you guys. We'll find Cass when we find him.
Be in the background ish.
I mean, she could be in the background. She could be hanging out. I'm trying to think of like if her character would have a reason to like even talk to snails. I can't remember how she was weaving her story in. Okay. Now my mouse can switch to my laptop like a normal human being.
Mm.
Since I needed to show you guys all of my creatures, this is my child, my pride and joy, and the light of my life. This is Lucy.
Lucy, I'm home.
She's my Harry Potter cat. Some people have called her Luce Khalifa because of the ginger patch.
Oh my god.
She is the most precious of cats.
I'm not gonna be able to stay on this tiny little hotspot. It's gonna run out of fucking internet before I can. Before we even start.
I believe in you. I don't know if I believe in the Wi-Fi hotspot, but I believe
You
in
don't
you.
believe in the Wi-Fi hotspot because the Wi-Fi hotspot's at 149.65 at 150.
Hang on.
Oh, geez. I don't know what all that means, but I do know that it does not sound promising.
It means it's gonna run out probably here in the next 40 minutes, if that. And I'm gonna have to switch to the phone hotspot, which I should probably just preemptively do. So, un momento, por favor.
Okay. Sounds good.
We don't have to pick
Nice
up groceries until 7. Woo! Okay.
The nice
Okay.
background I have.
Still shows that I'm
that's a
streaming.
nice background.
I'm homeless. I'm not showing my face.
I am still streaming. Cool. I'm gonna have it mainly on my character sheet, Lucy. So
There.
That's
so far, Nick and Melissa have
Okay,
see their faces have been showed to me, my one viewer, myself.
I would have it up, but it echoes so much.
Just mute it. That's what I'm doing.
Now I'd have to go back.
What's the... Okay.
Hold
I
on.
did subscribe.
You're dead.
This is the Scribber.
You should
I'm a
scribber.
Scribber now.
I wish it would like actually
Subscriber.
tell me that people subscribed, because it doesn't. And I don't know how to get it to tell me, hey, people subscribed. I'll fuck around with that later.
I don't know YouTube well enough to be of
I
assistance
don't
here.
know fucking YouTube well enough either. I was just like, hey, this would be funny because we've had a lot of funny things, and I think people would find it funny too.
I agree. I agree. As soon as this is back, we can get this a rolling.
Gilly! Hell yeah!
Possibly my VTT is frozen.
What's frozen?
We're watching now.
My VTT. I'm reloading it right now.
Ah. Hi, Gilly!
We either have 4 people watching or we're watching.
Fitness check Wraith D20 plus modifiers roll of 44. Fucking lol.
Okay, I'm to
Huzzah!
this. How do I close this?
X button. Click it.
Well, I'm on a Mac, so it sometimes X button does things. Other times you have to like force it to quit.
I wish there was a way to make the fit screen.
To make the what?
So, like, to take away the bars, so, like, to where it just has the above VTT crap, not my, like, the bottom bar, the side bar, to make it fit full screen, basically.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Me either. I can't get the fine, we'll do it ourselves part to go away. It acts like it's not there. I can scroll on the map, but I can see about a centimeter's worth of the map from the top and from the bottom.
See, I have all of that stuff. Like, that stuff I'm not worried about. It's, like, everything else that I don't understand why I need to have it. No, that can just go away. Oh, where the fudge nuggets to my fucking... Why are you up here? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Hold on. I gotta refresh. I broke it. It. Please don't be broken.
Story of my life. That right there.
Please don't be broken. Ah, I got it. It's fixed. Heyo.
It's entertaining watching you fix your stuff.
Hey, look.
'Cause I was like, I don't.
Okay. As long as I don't hover over my, history tab, we should be fine.
There we go. Okay.
This site has coupons. Let's see how the dice are treating me today. Not very good. That is awesome.
I'll post this in here. I know that y'all are not playing Baldur's Gate yet.
I'm sorry, I'm
But-
back on the Warframe grind.
That's okay. It's fine because everyone in here is going to understand when they see this. It's in a chatter. That's I wanted to cry.
Rolled a natural 20.
Now, I didn't roll a nat 20. That's where it starts at. It's like click dice to roll. So before rolling, I took the screenshot because it was like dominate the brain. Well, how do I get a 99? You have to roll a perfect 20 in order to even try to get a critical success.
Oh. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of a get fucked there, bud.
Yeah. The DM said, you shall not pass.
Apparently. Melissa Stone has subscribed to you on YouTube. Whoop whoop.
Speaking of Melissa, Voist.
Are we
There's
ready
the-
to start? Because it is 4:53.
53.
It's 4:53.
353.
4:53. Is Anika ready? Is Sebastian ready?
If he is, he's muted.
Are we talking to ourselves?
I'm talking to myself. I'm ready. I'm gonna pop into the can because
Is Lucy ready?
you are. You're talking to yourself.
Hi, Mako. Mako ready. Need to find Mako's voice again. It's been too long.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you get Sebastian's up.
I get to be bunnies again today, so.
Just make sure you don't be my girlfriend. Oh, there goes Lucy. Oh, there's Lucy.
Okay. Did it work this time?
There
Fucking
you
A.
are.
Oh,
I have been talking like for 20 minutes.
Oh my god, I thought you were still outside getting a dog.
No, it's just my mic wouldn't work. I had to like disconnect, reconnect, and scream at things. It's fine. It's fine.
Can I
Better,
order
sir.
alcohol off of DoorDash?
If you do not live in a dry county, yes.
I live in Michigan, so no.
Oh, the joys of being a non-southerner. God bless.
Yankee. Damn
Hey,
Yankees.
Lucy, I
He
fucking
has
like. I'd rather
access-
be Southerner.
Each and that is strong.
Should I get Modelo? I think I should get some Modelos.
Ew.
Oh, that's really strong.
I think I'm gonna get
Peachy.
some Modelos.
What are you drinking, Nick?
Modelo.
Monster beer.
Monster
I'm gonna-
beer?
I'm gonna. Is that up here? Monster beer.
Yeah.
I didn't know Monster made beer.
Is it the Beast?
Not a paid endorsement.
It
Yeah,
is
the
the
Beast.
Beast. Okay, I'm gonna grab 2 of them because now
Don't
you've
I
got me
have any of
curious.
this?
Unless Monster Beast Energy Beer would like to sponsor us. then we're
You
not
want to know the
sponsored.
funny thing
If
is?
you'd like to sponsor us.
A 12-pack of Modelo and 2 fucking monster beers being delivered is $27.
Oh, fuck you. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here. Go on, get. This is mine. That's my peach. Don't take my
Go.
peach.
Oh shit, I have to upload my driver's license. Hold on.
Hang on, let me get you a peach. Peach for my southern peach. That's
Hey!
I'm ready whenever you are, Amanda. Sorry.
Shut up.
You're good. You're good. He's gonna put his driver's license in too.
Oh, they have to know your legal age. Imagine that. There you go.
7, fine.
Oh yeah, we're all legal here. Internet. Well, she's old as hell. I'm not. I'm slightly less old.
It shows on there that I am 1998.
Okay. You know how ADHD people always joke around that they have 3 different drinks?
Whoop whoop.
Next to me, there is coffee. There is London Fog tea with honey, and now there's Monster Energy that is hard. And a glass of water. I have 4 drinks. I have broken the fucking mold.
Oh,
What?
Water,
yes.
coffee,
ADD for the win.
peach. Simply peach spiked.
Okay, I'm good. I got
The
all
beer
I'm
on
has
the
here.
way.
low that caffeine.
I got
Oh yeah,
alcohol
that's
on the
the
way.
girl.
Let's get it going.
Usually-
Let's get it started.
Who's eating?
Huh?
Okay.
It is
So,
time for
I
us.
think it's also to have a good recap here because it's been a minute.
And everybody on YouTube needs to know what's happening too.
That is true because this stays on your profile, right?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it in there. Session starts at insert time.
So we're starting way ahead of this. So the fastest of recaps through the carnival here. Our group of adventurers began in a sleepy little village, as it always does. We started off in Lucy's front porch bar, or back porch bar. Essentially, she has a I want to call it a safe house style bar where she takes in those who are impoverished, escaping indentured servitude and slavery, battered women, battered children, that sort of thing. People who are in a terrible position and don't know how to get their life on track after getting out of a bad situation one way or another. And she gives them an opportunity to flourish and teaches them the tools of the trade, becoming a business owner, having gone through this exact same situation herself after her master died and gave her freedom in his will, as well as his empire, his business empire. So Lucy comes from a pretty fucked up background, but also has been given a golden opportunity to be successful in life, which is where our adventurers come in. They were in her bar, created quite a scene with some throwing of some people. Mako was throwing Sebastian for basically a lawn dart competition, running a hustle on the patrons. And yeah, in the process, they went to go check on the old man out on the outskirts of town, who happens to be an archfey warlock and needed their assistance. This is the campaign called The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. So if you are someone who understands D&D and you're on D&D Beyond, you can check out the campaign from there. But I will warn you, I can never stick to a script. I have a problem with it. I don't mean to have a problem with it, but it is the ADHD of it all. You can call it a touch of the tism if you want, but basically I take something and I make it 3,000 times worse than it possibly could be. So our adventurers were tasked to go into the carnival and figure out if the Queen of the Archfays, Zilbina, is still okay. So by going to the carnival, they were to find a way into Prismere, or the Feywild, and seek out reassurance that she is okay, so that our warlock friend, who is the elderly gentleman on the outskirts of town, can die in peace because he is 1 foot in the grave. Along the way, they made several friends. Mako found a very nice pixie girl who he struck up a relationship with.
I did.
So he has a girlfriend who has asked him to help free the people who work the carnival, as well as the people in Prismere, from whatever is going on that has them cursed. So he has personal gain here. The only way that he's going to get to go home and see her, as well as get that second date, is if he can break this curse. Sebastian, who through an epic concert style shenanigan of a stage performance and organized the perfect wedding for the mime and the mermaid queen in the carnival. He has personal stakes in this as well, after his snail in the snail race actually became his friend, and in the process, everyone has gained snails by rescuing them from the giant snail racing. The entire party now has a flock of snails, giant magical snails from the Feywild, that live in a backpack that they carry around and functions as a sort of bag of holding. But if anything goes in there, it kind of cramps the space for the snails. But whenever one of our party members is unable to attend a session, they go in the backpack pretty much for the most part, unless we can't really make it work that they're in the backpack. But essentially, everybody found somebody at the carnival except for Sebastian, because he just didn't find anyone. he does not have a game to find anybody.
No, I play with a bunch of whores.
Forever alone.
This one would
Forever
prefer
alone.
that you consider the word whore over the word slut, so she appreciates it, because whores have business sense, as she has proven.
So yeah, everybody found somebody except Sebastian, but Sebastian's got something coming down the pike that's going to be pretty cool. Along the way, they made the monarchy of the Witchlight Carnival. At that wedding, Diana Cloppington caught the eye of Lucy, so now Lucy has a personal vendetta against Granny Nightshade for the curse on Diana Cloppington. So essentially, everybody has seen something that they're like, nah, this shit's fucked up. We gotta fix this. So now we are in Prismere, and we are making our way through Hither, which is Act 2 out of, I believe, 5 or 6 acts in The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And they have befriended a group of Harengon brigands. And befriended is kind of a gentle situation here, because they've realized that the people that they have worked so hard to help out and make friends with and not go get in a big brawl with have done some things that aren't exactly great. They just got done at Telemny Hill, where they met Jingle Jangle, and poor Jingle Jangle, the sweet little girl that she is, sweet little old lady, she kind of got her shit rocked by the group of Harengon brigands, and now they are in a hot air balloon on their way to what is the name of this place again? Hold up. I know this place. I know what it's called, I swear. I don't know what this place is called, apparently, because it's not coming up on my list of places that you can freaking go. But they're headed to the inn. I think inn at the end of the road. And from there, they are going to hunker down and then go and confront Agden Longscarf. That is the current plan on our list of things to do. But in the process of getting to Telemny Hill, they met a character named Midnight, and she has some pretty cool characteristics. She can fly, she has bat wings, and she has a swarm of bats that are her buddies. She's not going to be in this particular session if you're looking for her in this one. She had some family stuff come up. So instead, I will be utilizing her character sheet gently and making sure that the adventure continues on smoothly for everybody, so that our next session, when she jumps in, there's not any hitches, there's not any snags. But yeah, where we left off last time, we fixed some things for Jingle Jangle, had a good time with all the talking trees, confronted the bunnies for what they did to Jingle Jangle, and the bunnies apologized in more or less terms and returned her mushrooms to her. And now we are in a hot air balloon sailing straight into the inn at the end of the road. We are going to start this with setting the scene, and then we're going to find out whether or not you guys can actually land a balloon this time.
This time?
Crashing is considered landing, I'm saying.
We're not flying, falling with style.
Okay, so after everything that went down on our way to Telemny Hill and at Telemny Hill, the bunnies agreed that they would simply sit back and only help when asked to help, rather than kamikazeing through the skies. So the majority of the buns had rotated through different shifts with you guys throughout the afternoon, essentially, to get from Tellemny Hill to the inn at the end of the road. If you are trying to see where we were to where we are going, when you look at your map, which mine won't scroll out, so that's great. But essentially, when you look at your map, we went from the misty mountain at the very bottom corner to across over the top of the tree trunk network over, which I call it that, but that's really not what it's called. And then we are headed for the inn at the end of the road. I have Lucy's icon located at the inn at the end of the road so that everyone can see it. Well, more so that I can see it, because brain only has 3 brain cells and it can only do 2 things per cell, and we are doing all of them.
That's
So
this one right here, right? One that I'm moving around.
Mhm.
Okay. Dope.
Yes, the little red dot is me.
Oh dang!
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
yes, the little bitty red dot. So in case anybody was curious, this is just a little fun factoid for y'all. Your icon is automatically the correct size to reference
Your
a
character size.
5-foot size. So yeah, it is your character size. Well, unless you're Mako. But the 5-foot by
Yeah.
5-foot being the square that you would fit in for an unoccupied space. So that's just
So what does
kinda
mine look like then?
well, you're 7 feet tall, so
7
we're
foot
gonna
Jelly
go.
green giant.
I mean, for simplicity's sake, 5-foot by 5-foot would still apply because you are in the same category. However, it does make sense that Sebastian's would be slightly smaller and yours would be slightly larger, based on wingspan.
Are you calling
But
me
that's a lot of.
fat?
No.
I said wingspan. If you're 7 feet tall, then your arms are 7 feet wide.
Wait a minute.
Oh no! Please tell me you knew that.
I think it was in the back of my brain. I had to like pull it from biology multiple decades ago.
Yeah. So. Okay.
Yeah, so like I'm 5'10", so if I measure from the tip of my longest finger to the tip of my other longest finger, it is the same length that way as I am tall.
So that would mean that's like people who are 3 foot tall, their wingspan would only be, their arm lengths would be 1.5 feet long.
Each one, yes.
Yes, from the center of their chest to the tip of their fingers would be exactly half their height. Another fun factoid is if you measure from your elbow crease to your wrist, it's the same size as your foot.
Hang on.
Now you're just capping.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I swear.
elbow crease to wrist.
Elbow crease to wrist.
Okay, I can't do that. I'm not that flexible. I'm too fat and old. But yes, it's confirmed.
Oh my god, that's not okay.
Any
I
viewers, if
know.
you just did that, you must subscribe.
Simon said, lick your elbow.
You got a free foot view, so you can subscribe.
That's right.
And it was from the
Appreciate
pretty
this.
one, not the Hobbit. You're welcome.
Actually, they
Oh,
did get a free foot one because I've been. I didn't have the Discord up.
Oh no.
If you share and subscribe, we'll send you the link to the free foot pick.
If you share and subscribe, we will let you into the server so that you can watch quietly live.
There you go.
That's a
There you go.
Talk
that
to
okay. That's on you on that
Yeah.
one. That's not the
Yeah.
streamer making the promise. That's the server making the promise, guys.
That would be the dungeon master.
All right, let's get this party on the road. Let's get this show on the road.
Alright.
Yeah, we've been fucking around for a while.
Yeah,
Okay.
fucking 512.
412. So we're gonna start with this question.
Yo.
Who took first set, I'm gonna call it first watch, even though it's not like anybody else is sleeping or napping or anything. I mean, everybody is going to get a short rest because we discussed last time that your flight would basically take all afternoon. That's
Yep.
about 6 hours, so that's a short rest. It's kind of halfway between a short rest and a long rest, to be fair, but we're gonna go with it rounded down for this because y'all really didn't use any skills or anything during the whole jingle jangle thing. So,
I can say I took first one. That's fine.
okay. So you went first, so you're chilling right now. Who took second?
I was still in bag, so
He's taking a
I'll take
perma
second.
rest.
Indeed. Okay. So we'll say that Lucy did 2 hours, Midnight did middle one, so 2 hours. So Sebastian, that leaves you to be landing the balloon.
Great.
As you you kind of make your descent.
You're all going to die down here. Sorry.
You've kind of started drifting down. The balloon is definitely having a much harder time after y'all had to mend it for like the third time in a 24-hour period.
Mhm.
After the bats had to slow y'all down. Yeah. So it's kind of shaky and kind of drops here and there. I've never been in a hot air balloon, so I'm just guessing. It's having a hard time being controlled, but you are managing to kind of sail it in a more descentful arc towards what you have learned is called the inn at the end of the road. Sir Talavar is here with you as. Wait, no, Sir Talavar left you guys. He done
Right, yeah.
flew the coop because he had to go deal with what's going on with Sylvina. So one of the bunny brigands is helping you out and says, "That's the inn at the end of the road, right there. Yes, you see it there," and kind of points, and it is what you would assume to have been kind of like a treehouse of sorts. On you can see that it's built on a tree trunk and elevated from the ground, and there are multiple like rope bridges and docks coming off of it as it is built in. Give me a nature check real quick.
who?
Sebastian.
Nature. Yeah, 4. That'd be a 13.
13. Okay, a 13 is plenty for you to be able to tell from an aerial view that this was once a very grand willow tree. The kind of willow tree that not only has floral blooms due to its maturity, weeping willow type of situation here. It's huge. It is a massive tree, and it doesn't have any of its switches that remain. It is bare. The top of it has been damaged and broken off as it sprouts up through the roof of the hut that it kind of encircles the trunk, as it were. And this looks very much like a kind of like a grass hut style situation, very Hagrid, but with like a Viking style roof where it's made out of straw and mud. Um, it's large, sizable, and there are multiples of the like miniature versions that kind of branch out from the center And there's a series of like boardwalks and rope bridges that run connecting all of them to the center of this. And it definitely sits over the top of a very smelly, you can smell it from here, stagnant, swampy pond. There is a road that dead ends straight into this little swampy spot, but doesn't connect, oddly enough. Everything surrounding this little area is pretty barren. There's not a whole lot going on. There are some streams that run into this spot, kind of like it's a collection area for it. But they're mainly dried up and it's just kind of muddy and swampy in general. It's not clean water by any stretch, and you can smell I will remember what this is called very soon. The
There
bog of
looks like there's
stench.
bog. Yeah.
The bog of eternal stench. Anybody
There
get the
looks like
reference?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
The labyrinth
I've never watched it, honestly.
I've never seen it either.
oh
yesterday.
Nick, is that one of those things you're going to disown me for?
no, I've seen it, but no, I'm not gonna sign you for that one.
It has
Okay.
David Bowie in it.
Yes. Does there look like there's anywhere like designated to land a aircraft?
I wouldn't
High
say
spot?
there's like a runway or landing strip or anything, but there's definitely some flatter spots that look drier, slightly to the southwest and directly north of the central hut, as it were, where you could choose to land if you so wanted. There's some other flat spots, but these seem like the smartest spots to land.
I'll look at one of the bunnies. Aim for that area.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you remember, but I only know how to throw the bags out and bring the bags in. I don't know. I think you need to change the weight distribution, perhaps. Is there a wheel that you can pull out of that bag of snails and maybe drive?
Drive. Do you see a front on this thing? Yeah, I can throw you overboard for
I
insubordination.
think you and I are asleep. But eventually he's going to be loud enough
Don't
to
worry,
wake
Mako,
up.
kick him awake. Mako, get him. Lizzie, get him. We're gonna crash.
I'm pretty sure I'm still in the bag. You would have to get me out of the bag. Because I don't think there was enough room for me to get into that hot air balloon.
Oh, we're in the balloon, so I'm probably a cat too on top of that.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness, my crewmate.
So essentially, what we're gonna do here is you're gonna have some sleight of hand checks to manipulate this thing, and then we're gonna have a couple of animal handling just because there's not a vehicle check, and I did not do my homework to find out how to do a vehicle check. So we're gonna call
I
it
think
animal
it would
handling.
just be sleight of hand. Or I guess we could also do survival in this. Are you going to survive?
Do you survive the inevitable crash of the balloon? No, it's not gonna be too terribly bad because y'all chose to keep the balloons slower. I do remember that. So roll me a sleight of hand check, and roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's a natural one. But plus 17, so it's an 18.
No, it's a natural one.
Come on. And perception. Oh my god, what is this happening? That's a 2. Or a total of 8. And that's my good dice. Why are you betraying me?
So, your panic over the fact that all of this responsibility is on you right now, has fully set in and has certainly affected your everything. It has affected everything for you. You do see there are some switches. They don't really make a whole lot of sense as far as what's going on there. And you rolled a nat 1, so
And you would deliver it
Fine, I
even
think that-
if I fucking won, you fucking fat bitch.
you
Sorry.
pull the lever
Jenny,
in the
mute.
center, and as you yank that lever back,
Fuck, these are cold still.
as you yank the lever back, you cause the little boiler, the little furnace that keeps the air inflated, to completely shut off. And in doing so, a vacuum of the air kind of whooshes, and you drop. And you drop like a solid 30 feet before the air suctions enough air back up into the balloon to kind of catch you guys. That 30-foot drop actually results in a heavy, oh my god, my stomach just fell through my butt feeling. And I'm going to need everyone outside of the bag of snails to
Yay!
make me a constitution saving check.
I don't
Or
have to do shit.
You're in the bag.
Constitution. Uh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. 15.
Oh, this is only
15.
6%.
Yeah, it's weak.
Ooh, that is good.
Okay.
No.
Lucy, what did you get on that constitution saving throw?
Sorry, I was getting stuck in something else I had no business being stuck in. 1 second. Constitution saving pro.
Wrong lever, Crunk!
That is exactly
10.
10. Okay. So you both save. So you're gonna take 2 damage from this. It's not anything dramatic, but you know that moment where in all the cartoons something's falling and then all of a sudden everything inside of it kind of floats for a second and then the catch up happens?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens. You both schmack quite hard, as do the buns,
Do I feel
into the
any
bottom
of this?
I'll just get jostled.
Awesome.
Bag gets jostled. He's like, that doesn't sound right.
What the fuck is going on?
Hold on. We're gonna have a small cutscene here. Mako, please tell us how snail group therapy is going.
It's going very well, actually. Thank you. I have learned that Queenie absolutely loves attention and would not shut up. 95%
You gotta stand up.
of Queenie talking.
You gotta stand up and go, hello, my name is Mako. Hello, Mako.
We will just
Wait, that's
say
rehab.
95% was Queenie talking. The other 5% were us introducing ourselves.
Okay. So is this so actually, since you're in the bag, I'll go ahead and set what the inside of the bag looks like for you, and you can tell me what the setup was for snail therapy. So essentially, when you stepped into the bag and got your bearings, this bag when you're inside of it, this is the smallest you've ever felt in your life because you are snail sized on the forest floor of a rainforest that is bioluminescent. So it kind of looks a lot like this right here, but you're like small enough that these little floating balls look like giant windows to you on a castle.
So this is what it feels like to be Sebastian.
So yeah, so this is what it looks like in here for the most part. It's not too bright, it's not too dark. Definitely nighttime-ish and enchanted feeling. And within the bag itself, there is a substantial amount of things for snails to eat. But you would have to go foraging to see if you could find anything edible for yourself. So living in the bag is definitely not advised for humanoid creatures, but for snails who are decomposers and scavengers. They're having a great time in here. So is this one of those things where like you gathered up all of the snails on a lily pad and sat and sang kumbaya, or how did you set up the snail therapy?
Well, as I appeared, they kind of just knew I was there and kind of just congregated around. We went to one of those little dry patches that you see that typically form like underneath the mushrooms or stuff like that, and we just kind of I built a little fire and we just kind of sat around, talked food.
What were the snail's favorite food?
Mainly the weird fruit that grows in there.
The glowing mangoes.
Don't ask me what it is. I don't know. I was too scared to try.
Glowing mangoes.
We really enjoyed those.
So that's what it looks like for Mako inside of this bag. And this has been going on for quite some time. Queenie had a lot of generational trauma to work through and unburden, and also had to make everybody else aware that she's the boss.
Very much so.
So that's what's going on inside of the bag. It's still going on as you guys are plummeting for that 30 feet, just straight up dropping.
Nice and calm, disaster and panic.
Yes. So we're gonna leave the snail backpack, and Lucy, you're jostled awake. You are aware that you are falling through the sky, and the buns are now all aware that you are dropping, and they are panicking as well. And Sebastian is panicking as he is staring at the levers to control the hot air balloon.
Not this one! It's not that one! Oh.
The more levers he pulls, the more erratic the balloon is flying.
Lucy, find the owner's manual!
The utter look of what the fuck on her face right now.
There's no time to panic!
Sebastian, go ahead and make me another sleight of hand roll.
That's better. That's 24. Yeah, 24.
4. Okay. That means you didn't roll a 1.
No, rolled a 7.
I was going to say, you're still in single digits if you're in the 20s. So this time, as you pull on one of the, so there's like a series of levers. There's like 4 or 5 of them across the bottom. You're so frazzled that it's like there could be 10 for all you know. But there's a series of like chains you can pull that have like little handholds. And you just manage to like pull a lever and yank it just the right time. And now the balloon has slowed in its descent and is kind of tilting, but is going downwards at a 45-degree angle. basket is higher in the air, so you're still not quite safe, but you have the trajectory correct now.
See, told you. No time to panic, Lucy. Totally have this under control.
Lucy, you know for a fact that he does not have it under control.
Just gotta pull the right lever and chain combination.
Okay, so Lucy's going to, while we're falling, because she's been in worse, stretch. Because she's a cat.
Yes, right now.
And she does the long, like, stretch where they turn into, like, a triangle.
Take your
And
time.
then looks at him.
Take your time.
And then shifts and stands up. Can this one not have 2 hours of uninterrupted sleep while you are less than stupid? And I'm going to reach over and grab the lever and pull.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
D6. Gladly, madam. Un momento.
I think that's the safest number of die or die side I can go with here.
And roll. 6. A6. Okay. So you pull a lever that is in a different spot. This is one that, because Sebastian rolled 2 before modifiers, he did not see this. So this one is kind of like behind the chains. And it's one that it goes from top to bottom. It's like on the wall instead of down at the base where you would control the thingamabob correctly. You just like yank that thing down and it catches air, and now the basket is behind you like a parachute. Not above you like a parachute, but behind like a wind chute on a car. Think dragsters. As it swivels that basket around with an arcane energy, and now you are descending in the correct direction with the correct trajectory towards the ground, and you guys don't have that much farther to go. And the balloon is slowing still, so you are going to land safely with the basket intact. And as you guys land on the slightly damp floor of this swampy area, the bunnies all barrel out of the basket of the balloon and just start kissing the ground.
All part of the plan. All part of the plan.
You can see multiple of the bunnies going, "Oh, thank God for the ground. I'm never getting in that balloon again. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to talk to Egden soon enough, but I just need a drink."
Yeah, I say you've earned a drink, my good sir.
What
I'm
on
being
earth?
so dramatic, though. It wasn't that bad.
What possessed you to try to land balloon without?
Does it look like I have a driver's license for this thing?
You couldn't even see the levers.
What? I grabbed the ones I could. I was left unsupervised.
Okay, so Lucy's gonna kind of crouch down a little bit because she's like 2 feet taller than him, and just kind of put her hands on her knees and look him dead in the eye. And then I'm gonna make grabby hand gestures. You're gonna know when it's coming. If you need uppies to reach the lever, wake someone taller.
You know, I can reach high things. And I make mage hand, and I like just tug on a random rope that's really up high. See? We don't have time for this. Where's the bag?
I'm going to reach behind him and just grab the back of his shirt and hold him off the ground.
Dangling.
Yep.
I would make it a
Premature.
contested strength situation, but honestly, he's not stronger than you.
No. Sebastian. Sweet
Cross my
one.
arms and look away.
No, I'm gonna spin you and make you look at me. Hold your jaw.
While I appreciate the fact that you have pride, now is not the time. If you cannot handle situation, we are team. Wake someone, please. This one was snoozing, but is easily awoken, as was proven when the balloon tried to fall from the sky. I just kind of set him down very gently.
This is course correction, really. I mean, could. Okay, I get it. Okay,
Be
I'll
glad.
ask for help next time.
Be glad Mako was in the bag. Can you imagine?
You know what would be really funny is if he comes out and we just act like we're dead.
This can be arranged. Buns. What do you humor? This
I
one
think they
thinks
ran
the
off to
buns
get a
are
drink.
confused.
The
I think
buns
they ran off.
take a second and then they look at you and go, "What's dark humor?"
You know when you have lots of nasties and trauma and things from your past and you make joke about it because it's easier to laugh than to cry?
Oh, that's about every day when the buns, yeah.
Exactly. It is dark humor. Not light happy humor. Dark humor.
Well, that's
So
about the only humor we've got.
we are going to use slight bit of dark humor. We're going to pretend to be dead. Stage crash. See how Mako reacts when he comes out of bed. Thoughts?
The leader of the bun nods, turns and looks at the other ones. Lads, enact order 243626. And they all just find different haphazard ways to lie, mainly face down. Some of them face down near a puddle and be very still. They understand feigned death and faking death very, very well. So they have all just flopped into position, other than the leader, and looks at you and says, "It's time for my spot. Good luck." And the leader kind of drapes themselves where they've got like just a leg and part of their hip hanging over the basket as they dangle from the edge of the basket.
Oh my god, that's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna go over to another side of the basket to where I'm hanging out of it, but I've got one leg like securely hooked over the lip so I don't fall. Cause you know, cats, balance.
Okay.
Sebastian, play it quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna use prestidigitation and make it look like my leg is like cut off.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay. That'll work. That'll work.
Okay, shake him out of the bag.
One bun is near the backpack, grabs the backpack, and quite literally unzips it partially, lets out a blood-curdling scream, and kind of tosses the backpack. And now that the backpack opened, Mako, you hear that scream, and you and all the snails feel the thud as this like distant earthquake rumble reverberates through the ground that you sit on. And you know that something is not right.
You've got to be kidding me. Can I have one day without those nincompoops getting themselves into some sort of trouble? Ah, damn. All right. Party's over. Let's go.
I'm rolling my eyes while they're closed inside the basket.
So as you emerge and regain your actual size,
Oh, man. Feels good to be alive.
you kind of blink your eyes as you adjust to the lighting here, the lighting that is not the ambient forest lighting in the bag. It's much darker, and you take in this scene around you, and it becomes very clear to you that something went wrong with landing the balloon. And while the balloon canvas seems to be mostly intact, around you, scattered across the ground and across the basket, are bunnies and your companions, one of which you quickly realize Sebastian seems to be in terrible condition, missing a leg. Well, it's not missing, it's still right there near him, but it is severed. Lucy hangs as though she clung until the very last second, dangling by one leg hooked over the ledge of the basket. A bun is draped from the waist and one leg in the basket, the other almost like it was trying to wedge itself for better purchase as the balloon careened towards the ground and the basket made contact. It seems as though the impact itself launched everyone into a catapult style trajectory out of the basket itself. Scattered amongst the wreckage is a few buns who lay face down, unmoving and seemingly unblinkingly.
What in the ever-loving hell fucking happened? Since I see
Queen.
Sebastian like almost dying without a leg, I'm going to run over to him and
Okay.
can I heal his leg, like attach it?
So are you trying to like assess the situation?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a medicine check.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You are in like hyper aware, your adrenaline kicked in, you are like Johnny on the spot, adrenaline rush, a 7. The adrenaline, it's been a long time for you since you have been off of a war-torn battlefield for so long. The memory just isn't kicking in as far as what you should be seeing and what you should be doing in this situation. Your friend is in terrible danger as far as you can tell. And as you go to reach to try and figure out, like, can I reattach this? Do I need to feel for a pulse? Like, you're just trying to like assess and figure out what the first thing you should do is. And right as you kind of take this deep shuddering breath to like put hands on him, Sebastian, roll me a performance check.
I swear to God, if this was a performance, I'm going to cut off his limbs myself.
Oh no. What is my four? That's 8. That's a total of 12.
Okay. You certainly are doing a good job of playing dead, playing possum. You do not manage to bust out laughing or say anything. You hold still. Mako, you are looking down at this and you go to put hands on Sebastian. Tell me, do you want to try and like shove the leg back into place, or do you want to check for a pulse? Do you want to try to wake him up? Do you want to try to, pour a healing potion on him or down his throat? Like what is your gut reaction to this scene, having been on a battlefield and seen what you've seen?
My mind is just telling me to just... Can I just roll a perception check? To see what I can do? Just to see what I can do, if there's anything around me that might help.
Okay. Well, your passive perception shows you that there's not really anything other than like wet grass and some mossy mud style dirt in your immediate vicinity. But what you are noticing is that it seems like his blood is sitting on top of the mud rather than soaking in, which either means in your brain, coming from your background, got to remember your background, that means coagulated blood. That means heavy blood. The blood is trying to clot outside of the body for all you know. But as far as helping, your first thing you would probably want to do is apply a tourniquet, right?
Yep. That is exactly what I should do.
So you happen to have rope handy in your bag. And I'm sure that you can find a broken stick somewhere around here to
Do
have
you
a
want me to
makeshift
go
tourniquet.
through a step-by-step process of what I should do with the person that's bleeding out? Is that what you're wanting me to do? Because I could do that. We'll be here for 30 minutes.
no. No.
No, you're good.
But
I
just-
don't expect you to like full medical this, but I do want you to take some sort of action. And I know for a fact how bad a tourniquet can hurt, and I haven't even had to have a real
Then
one on me.
yes.
I've just had.
I'm gonna go. I know how bad a tourniquet can fucking hurt because I've had 6 on me. They hurt like a bitch.
God bless.
Let's well, you gotta be treated with a tourniquet in order to be able to treat with a tourniquet.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go ahead and throw a tourniquet on his leg.
Okay.
And it's going to
So,
be medically tight.
Yep.
Oh, Nick.
So you set Queenie. I'll help you out here. You set Queenie on the task of acquiring a stick, and Queenie dutifully and regally. Yes, I will gather a stick, a royal medical stick. And she shuffles on over in snail-like fashion and snaps off a stick from a fallen log nearby. And as she does so, she can see where Midnight has joined in on the fun of this situation. Midnight, you're playing. You are playing dead, having some dark humor here as Mako has emerged from the snail backpack.
Okay.
Making it look like a crash landing. So Queenie has just made her way past you, one of the giant snails. Do you want to tell me how you're playing dead? What it looks like?
I'm going to kill all of you. I hope you know this because you guys knew I wasn't paying attention.
I am in the Master Chief death pose, just like on my stomach, one leg up, arms splayed out to my sides. That's how I'm laying.
Wait, there's
Me and one of
another
the
person
bunnies.
here. What?
We're me and the buns.
I
were
just
draped
jumped in.
over
Oh,
The,
hi, hi.
Midnight's here.
She made it.
She did. Yay!
Yay!
As Mako goes to put the tourniquet on me, I want to cough and call his name.
So Queenie has come back and reports that the damage is widespread, Master Mako. I have seen many deaths, and this death is brutal. There is a winged creature in the ground, laying dead as well. And she's like already handed over your stick. I'm gonna pass over the check for like applying the tourniquet because of your background as your
I
character.
know
so,
how to place a turn. I know how to apply a tourniquet.
so
And
your
fucking
first
tight,
rule of
baby.
business is go ahead and apply that tourniquet in as much or little detail as you would like.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to position the rope right underneath his leg, right where I see the cutoff is, as high as it'll go,
Okay.
right in between the nutsack and the leg. And I'm going to cinch as tight as I can humanly or non-humanly get it. And I'm going to tie it off. And I'm going to use the stick, and I'm going to tighten it even more by rotating it around and tie the stick down. That way, so it is as tight as humanly possible, so there is no possible way of blood flow going at all. Like, at all. There's no blood flow. So none. And I know it hurts because I've had it done before.
It really hurts.
And what's going to make it even better is as I'm doing this, before I actually go and tie it down, what we're taught is we're supposed to drop our knee as high as we can on the fucking right at the hip joint to block to help control blood flow. So all 550 pounds of me is going right in and on my kneecap is going right into the side of his freaking hip. Right in the inside too. Like that soft fleshy part. Yeah, it's going right there. And it's just applying pressure as I'm tying this tourniquet down.
Sebastian, roll me a Constitution saving throw or drop your thaumaturgy. What are you
No,
gonna
I'll
do?
drop it. I drop it. I just grab him.
Sebastian!
Let go! It's a joke! It's a joke!
I'm just gonna look at it and be like, I cast sleep. He's gonna get this. Because now that he's woken up and he's like, it's a joke, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, sleep.
Okay, so you have put him to sleep with no blood flow to his lower leg. Well, actually,
it takes 6 hours for the leg to die off. Takes 6 hours. So we're good.
So sleep. That's one where does somebody have to make a save?
It's a
against
wit.
that?
It is a because I'm casting this at like second level. Oh, it's God, I don't see it. Spell sends creature in a matter of roll 5d8. The total is how many creatures within 20 feet of the point choose. So I have to actually go over his fucking so I'd have to roll this at 3rd level.
Okay.
To get 8 d8s to even come close to his hit points. Because it has to go over his hit points.
Okay. Do you have the capability of doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Even at 8 d8s, you're not gonna get it perfect.
Really? How many hit points do you have?
I have 67 currently.
With 8 d8s?
8 times 8 is 64.
And you have 67?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And I can only cast this at the highest 3rd level. Well, damn.
Put this guy to sleep. Get off me!
Can I just punch him really hard so he goes back to sleep?
You can unarmed strike. I mean, he's technically prone, and you have him grappled because you have your knee on him, so you have advantage.
Oh. I'm gonna look him dead in the eye as I do this and be like, you should not have fucked with me.
That's
23?
fair. That was my idea.
Was it 23 hit?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that is.
The
So
majority of violence in this campaign has been party on party.
Yeah. I mean, you had to admit, this is pretty fucked up for them to do to me. So.
It's funny, though.
It was.
So how would I tell if I could just straight up knock him out? Like.
So you're not going for a lethal blow. You're doing non-lethal, right?
Yes, I'm just trying to knock him to sleep.
That's all you had to tell me. So how much damage do you do?
6 bludgeoning.
6 bludgeoning, and you're going straight for like right here on his head?
I'm wherever is the quickest knockout point, yes.
Okay, yeah, you knock him out.
Okay. Now that he's asleep and still has the tourniquet on, guess what? I'm gonna move to Lucy next.
Okay, well, hold on. Before he officially is knocked out, Sebastian, what's your last words to him before he hits you?
It was just a jump.
Okay. So you hear it was just as you make contact and you see Lucy, the buns scattered about, holding to their
Oh no, Lucy heard
Hold
this
on just a
shit
minute.
and she's sitting up.
I'm gonna look right at Lucy and be like, "Are you hurt?"
Mission's over.
Are you hurt?
None of us are hurt. Sit up, Buns.
The buns all sit up and kind of look around, and the one closest to Midnight kind of pushes on her shoulder and is like,
Oi, we got the okay. Joke's over.
So I look up around, sit up again.
Hmm. I'm going to slowly stand to my full height, and I'm just going to look over and be like, "Who in the right mind came up with this joke?"
I'm going to yeet myself up out of the basket and kind of daintily land on my feet because, you know, meow.
Lucy,
It's
I
fine.
swear to God.
You've already punched me in the chest once. Shall we not repeat this, dear?
I'm not going to hit you. I'm just very disappointed.
Not angry. I'm just disappointed.
My shoulders just kind of sag, and I'm just gonna like look up at him, like seriously.
You know my background. What would you have thought if you popped out of the bag after 2 weeks? And your friends are lying scattered on the floor. Sebastian looks like his legs been ripped
It's been 1 day, not 2 weeks. Carry on.
off.
It's a rough day though.
Oh, rough fucking.
Okay, you wake up. You're in the bag having group therapy, very nice time with snails. To all of a sudden hear blood curdly scream, and you come out the bag expecting to fight, and you see your friends lying askew. You're fucking flipped over in the basket. Fucking Midnight's all the way. The fucking bat thing's all the way over there. I see bunnies fucking scattered. Sebastian looks like he's been in a fucking fight with a pig and lost.
Wait. Why is the wee one unconscious?
Because he decided to wake up and try to say it was joke. So I punched him.
I'm gonna kind of walk over to him and like shake him really hard. Like shake Sebastian awake, hopefully.
as you do so, you do realize that the swelling in his lower leg has begun from the tourniquet.
It does not
Instantly
over 20.
removes tourniquet. Why is there a tourniquet on?
Because he cast illusion to make it look like leg came off.
Nice touch.
Oh, so you praise him?
He commit to the bit.
Nah, fuck you.
You gotta go. You gotta go all out.
Are we sure that this prank was a good idea?
I don't know who you are, shush.
In hindsight, I just rub my head.
I just kind of
Maybe we
put
went
my
a little
hands
too
up.
Shidori, this loud, lumbering, angry ball of muscle is Mako. Mako, this is Shidori. She saved us the last time we almost crashed in when you were hanging out with snails.
I was busy, okay? Don't. Grr.
Perhaps this is why this one decided to pull prank.
Queen kind of pokes her eye stalks up very tall, like it says, Master Moko,
Queenie.
I do believe that we snails will return to our snail kingdom in the bag. I must repolish my crown and my shell. Would you like to help again?
I think this time I need to stay out here.
Very well. Do not forget your knightly duties. You must remain vigilant in the protection of my queendom. And her and the snails poke each other their way back into the bag. Shidori, you are witnessing a small herd of snails shrink down before your eyes from being ginormous, like eye stalks the same height as you. Rideable snails.
Goodbye,
Shrink
little
up.
ones.
I see you soon, Queenie.
I like them.
I'm going to whip around really fast and just look at Shidori, and I'm going to like really look at her for like the first time and just figure out what the fuck I'm looking at.
I'm just gonna kind of like slide to where I'm not between them so he can still see her, but I've got an arm thrown out in front of her, like, don't do the thing, don't do the thing.
Wait, let me change my picture back.
Nudge one of the rabbits. Word.
Sebastian, if
I've
you
got-
say another word, I'm going to punch you so hard you are not going to wake up. I'm not very happy with you. Lucy, I'm just disappointed in you.
She just growls.
That thing, I don't know what to think of you because I don't know you.
Well,
Shidori, describe.
I'm here to help.
You
Okay.
can describe yourself.
Yes.
I don't know. She's average height, bat wings, horns on her head.
Tiefling.
Are you tiefling?
Tiefling,
Gray skin, purple hair.
purple eyes.
Purple eyes. My apologies. I was
Okay.
close.
Yeah, bat wings, tiefling, feminine build, dark leather armor, purple eyes, black hair, black horns. Basically, goth girlfriend material.
Pretty
We've got a
much.
picture of her in character art, I want to say. Yeah, we do. Okay.
But yeah, so that's who you see standing before you as you take her in, and Lucy kind of defensively is like, "Don't fuck this up."
She's saying that to me or she's saying that to her?
She's saying that with her eyes to you, from what I've understood.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at you like, you've already yelled at us and you know us. Please don't yell at the stranger who has no clue what's going on, is essentially the look I'm
At the
giving you.
newbie.
Okay.
Like, please don't terrify the new one. We just got this one. It's still got the shiny new smell on it. Don't kill it.
I'm just going to look at it and be like, you know who I am.
Not exactly. I knew that there was another party member, but it is a lot more party member than I expected.
Hi. I am Mako. I am the big guy. The big guy with the big heart. Ish.
And
Until
Scary Pigman.
yes, I'm scary pigman. As she lovely put it. I'm just
I
gonna
said Skinny
glare.
Pig mask, not man. Mask.
Hmm.
Jeez.
I'm going to call you innocent in this because you were probably just following along. And when
For the most part, I haven't been here long.
so I'm going to clear you for now, but just future reference. As you can see, don't fuck with me. Because I play
Understood.
around with the fuck around and find out.
He actually has sense of humor. He just left it in the bag.
I do. I have sense of humor until it comes to my friends being hurt. Then
We're
all
not
humor
hurt.
is
Breathe. Breathe.
Yes, but
Mako, if you understood what we dealt with in Basket before you came out, I'm very surprised we were not in positions you found, because that one, according to Sebastian, was trying to pull all the wrong levers to prevent
Did you
rage.
die?
No, because this one woke up, reached over your short self, pulled correct lever, and we corrected trajectory, slowed to a very safe, nice, easy
That's
stop.
totally not how I remember it. Nope, nope, nope. Mako,
Would
as
you
a
like
way of
this one
saying
to
I'm sorry,
reapply tourniquet?
I offer you a drink. I think we all
Sebastian,
need a drink. Yep.
no. I am
Did
more.
someone
Okay, I just have a question.
Yo.
Who screamed bloody fucking murder into the bag?
Points to Buns.
I think that was funny.
Oh, yes, sir, that was me. I was given the order to execute order 246, 626, 447, 626. I don't remember what numbers I rumbled off a minute ago as the DM.
453622.
Something. Yes. That includes screaming to alert to pretend to be dead in an accident. Happens a lot. It's a defense mechanism.
I'm gonna look
They are
directly at the bunny
afraid.
that's talking and be like, "You do that again, I will rip out your vocal cords."
They're prey. It is what.
I'm gonna say, you do that again, I'm going to rip out your vocal cords. The only exception is if something is actively trying to rip you to shreds. Okay?
Right about now, my stomach is about to rip me to shreds. I need a good hot meal and a nice cold beer.
Oh, I hear that.
I hear that. Fucking passion. After the bullshittery that y'all just put me through, let's get going. Maybe we can find somewhere to get nice cold drink, a nice hot meal that I don't have to personally provide.
And we're going that way.
You kind of take in your surroundings as a group, and you have landed. I would say y'all are maybe 100 yards from the bog. The scent still permeating towards you. But you do see where the ramp and stairs up onto the platforms begins for the boardwalk leading to the inn at the end of the road, which you can see a large sign that has crumbling paint. What was once pretty bright and cheery, you would assume, now kind of resembles that abandoned insane asylum style look. There is a dim glowing light from inside of this inn that radiates through what windows are not shuttered and boarded up. And there are people that are kind of milling about. None of them will make any eye contact with you as you guys make your way inside. The Buns kind of leading the charge on inside as they make their way towards the bartender. Once you guys kind of go through the door, hold please so I can make a proper description here.
I didn't think of this real quick. Just real quick.
Okay.
I could have castrated you, Sebastian. I could have set my hook on fire and used it to close the wound instead of using a tourniquet.
Ugh.
I
Yeah, but
could
you
have
didn't.
done that. I'm so mad that I didn't think of that until just now. Damn it!
I can't decide whether or not you meant castrate or carterize.
Carterize.
But
I meant
both
carterize. I meant
are
carterize.
hilarious.
Castrate, I know, is just to cut off the balls and the nuts and the everything.
Yeah, how would that have helped?
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I meant carterize. I couldn't think of word, and I just knew castrate and carterize were kind of similar. Jesus fuck! Stop dying outside of my door.
Did I just hear Nick scream?
No, you just heard some kids running by my door scream. Nick, I hate you. Nick, I hate you. This is as
I love you.
This is as a no, it's not as a D&D character. This is as a person. I hate you because you've gotten me addicted to these things. These things are good.
They're really good.
These things are good. I'm not gonna return into an alcoholic, but these are good to have on occasion.
Oh fuck.
I don't like the berry ones. I like all the rest of them.
I like the peach. I like this peach.
Which is good.
Sorry, things are. I can't go and like put y'all on the correct map for anything. My VTT is like I just closed the tab and tried to restart, and I can't. I don't even show the game log. Like I'm blind today, so y'all are just giving the descriptions.
That's fine. That's how I'm not used to doing it, anyways.
Okay. So, as you guys have approached this place, you see that the inn itself is a 3-story structure with slate shingled patchwork roof that also has like the grass style. I don't actually know what to call that, eaves of the roof, essentially. There are worm and termite eaten wooden walls and dilapidated mud style wall. There are dozens of tiny orbs of pale light that buzz about the exterior, similarly to flies. The structure kind of rocks and heaves here and there, almost as if the tree trunk that it is built around, like the roots every now and then kind of are warping or snapping or moving. But as you guys step inside, you no longer feel that motion, that sensation. But as you walk inside, you catch the smell of a hearty stew that kind of wafts about and drifts outside of the open windows. From the outside, you could see smoke rising in cottony puffs from its stone chimney. Inside, the interior looks not too terribly much different from the exterior, except that it's a little warmer feeling in here. It doesn't feel like you have just walked up to an insane asylum. It feels like an abandoned one. It feels more like you walked into a rundown, hole-in-the-wall style bar and pub. Very, very
all the good
basic.
family are at.
Do what?
The one where all the good family are at.
Yes. And maybe if you see people, who knows, travelers here and there. But essentially, it's you don't get the vibe once you're inside that this place is malevolent. It's just that the exterior has been heavily influenced by the elements of the zone, and within is starting to show the wear and tear from without. It's very, very basic, wood chairs, wood tables here and there. There's a bar. That's where the buns have wandered their way up to and kind of hopped up into seats to sit down and start ordering. There are so many buns that they have consumed the entire bar top. So you guys will have to sit at a table, which won't be a problem because there is an open one. But
could I like shove my way to the bar top as well? Try and stuff my way in there?
Yeah, you can. Do you want to flag down the innkeeper?
Yes.
Okay. She is the innkeeper and the bartender. You see an elderly female human who has, like, in one of her braids to her hair, it's kind of loosely braided and dreaded here and there, and there's some wispy, loose pieces. And within it, you can see where there are some vines with leaves that are kind of braided into her hair. And she comes up to you and says, "Well, what can I do you for?"
Take whatever you got that's cold and sweet.
sweet. I've got a blackberry cider.
Sounds delicious.
All right, that's gonna be well. Is you lot that all walked in? Are y'all on the same tab, or are you paying individually?
I'm not sure.
It's
I'll
all
buy
on
us-
me. I
Okay.
had a rough morning,
Oh,
Due to your own stupidity.
and a piece of like steak for this. And I just point to the swelling on my temple.
Ah, did you run into some bad luck out there in the roads?
Yep.
I'm just gonna point, hike a thumb over my shoulder toward Mako.
Yeah, first name bad, last name luck.
Hey, look. You would have done same if you were in position of me.
This one would have checked for a pulse.
Hey, look.
Let's not argue. Around for the table.
Ah, all right. That's not a problem. Are you going to need a room?
Hmm.
Or
No, yeah.
I mean, we might
Maybe
as well.
We want separate rooms.
all
Do you
right.
want separate rooms, or do you want one room, or?
I want a separate room for tonight.
Oh, somebody needs alone time. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we all want separate rooms so we can all shower and not have to see each other for one night.
That's fair. Do you have however many rooms we need?
4?
Not sure, four.
We need 4.
4. Yeah, I can count to 4.
Well, no, we need more because we have the bunnies.
Buns can stay with this one, it is fine.
You sure?
This one does not enjoy alone time as much as others.
Okay, I can take snails if you would like,
It is fine.
but I want snails.
Let
I
it
want
be
this.
what it is.
I want the snails.
Okay.
Thank you.
I bonded with the snails.
He has made friends.
Barkeep, I will take the biggest glass you have of the hardest liquor you have.
I see.
Is-
So, well, I have got a very special whiskey that was made in a batch under Zelbina's care. She allegedly touched the barrels, if you know what I mean. Would that be something you would be interested in?
Is it strong?
Zerbina was in charge of it, and yes, it is.
Then let's go. I dare you to give it to me.
Very well. You are staying at my place. You are under my rules. You are my charge for as long as you are staying here. Therefore, this is not a problem. The beds are free. The rooms are free. Hot meals and slices of delicious plum pie. Cold drinks. Everything is free. Just remember the rule of reciprocity.
I'm sorry,
Hey, by the
even
way-
like dumbass me I don't know what that means.
Turnabout is fair play.
Reciprocate.
so basically, she says you can stay here for free. You can eat and drink and sleep here for free. She will provide for you. But remember that this is the Feywild.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Ah,
Hopefully.
okay. So don't fuck her over and you'll be fine. Don't be a dumbass
do you
and
want,
you'll be
like-
fine.
Do you want like a special favor of just some alone time?
Oh, any old trinket'll do.
Right.
She kind of sits down. She's brought out a few pitchers of beer for the buns. She's got a nice big frozen mug of the blackberry cider and a slice of the plum pie that she has sat down for Shidori. She's brought out fresh pies and stews, and she has brought out the whiskey. She just brought you a glass, like a carafe of the whiskey, with a frozen glass for the whiskey. Yeah, she kind of looks to Lucy and Sebastian and says, I'm not quite sure what you're going to drink, but don't worry, Auntie Sue's got you." And she takes and touches the glasses so that they're frosted and frozen, sits them down, and brings out a couple of slices of her pie and brings you guys the frozen mugs and says, "Will it be beer or will it be something else, stronger or weaker?"
You know, I don't know your drinking age here, but I would love a glass of tall milk.
Milk. Very well. And she turns to Lucy and says, "What are you drinking, love?"
Do you have any hot tea?
Do you want?
Um, there was a mix that my mother always liked called chai. Very
Chai?
spicy. Yes, think cloves and bright, earthy things. It's very warm for the soul.
Well, I've got a do you want this cold or hot?
What would be wonderful?
Hot. I've got several different kinds I can make you. You are like scratching the itch in my brain because I love chai, so bear with me.
It's absolutely my favorite, like hands down. Literally.
It's what I have been living on since I was sick last week.
Chamomile
I
is
love
better.
Only
I
when
love
you're
it
sleepy.
It is very
Yeah.
true.
Or
I use
super
chamomile when
stressed.
I'm sick.
Have you ever drank dandelion tea?
Yes.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
I love tea.
Remind me later when we're out of here, and I will go take a picture of my tea cabinet that needs to be restocked for you. That is all.
Okay, so she kind of rambles off. She has a Fey plum chai, a autumn squash chai, a sparkling vanilla chai, and she has all of like those are the three that she has, plus an additional chai that just says spiced apple chai.
Yes, that one.
The
That's
spiced
one.
apple.
I'm feeling appley today. Yes.
So she does that and she says, "Now, would you like it as a latte or just
Dealer's choice. Make it as your favorite.
I have a doggo in my lap.
Oh no.
Oh shit! Might have been outside this whole time. Hang on, I'll be back.
Help.
If I was on my phone, I would show this to you guys."
Oh, if you look at Discord, you will see a dog in my lap. Oh, that's my dick.
Oh, I can see it.
Hi, Zeus. Are you good, bro? All right, we're going this way. Wow. All right, I'm here.
Oh, there's a kid. Oh, it's a moose.
It's a poppers! Oh!
Okay, slid, fell. We're good. Also found out one of the dogs has eaten my. We have a back massager, and they've eaten one of the pressure points for it. So that's great.
Doris, do you have any poppers?
I have Kitty.
Can we see Kitty?
I need to find him quick. I'll be right back.
This is
That's
not a
okay.
very eventful D&D session today.
No, we were very laid back today.
That's I think today was mainly used more as a recap and just kind of progress a little in storyline, nothing too wild.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Well, y'all just got to the inn. I have no idea what time it is, though.
30
y'all
minutes
will
left.
if you look at my screen here.
Daddy.
Daddy out there.
Daddy?
Daddy.
Out there with that whip. Mm-hmm.
I can't with you fuckers today. Oh my god.
Daddy, yes. Ooh, bend over,
I
yes.
can't hear
Oh,
you.
bend that over.
That's
Oh
right.
god, my lights are off, so I can't see shit.
Got them flip flops.
Midnight. They are making ooh noises at Sal's husband, who's outside taking care of the dog.
This is
And has-
Noodle.
Oh, he's a kitty cat.
Aw.
You're gorgeous.
He's very sleepy, so he's got a groggy meow right now.
You got the sleepy eyes. Like, what the hell?
Oh, he's a beautiful babies.
He's a sweetie. He's a little shy though.
But I gotta go back looking at this hunk of a man.
Oh my god. It's
Oh
time
man
for
out there.
Amen.
I gotta look at that hunk of a man.
Lol.
Yeah, use that hose.
Oh yeah.
Get him all wet. Oh yeah.
They
Oh, yeah,
make
get it all
the
wet.
creepiest noises at him. Bless his soul.
Use the
You're gonna
soap,
show
get all
him this
set.
later on YouTube, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Right.
The greatest
He's gonna be
part is
so
he has no idea
confused.
that it's happening right now.
That is the best part of this.
That
Not
is.
gonna lie.
Ridiculous.
Meanwhile, the ginger cat
Mhm.
But okay. Oh, nearly knocked over my 3 drinks.
I've already completed 2.
Yeah, I'm about
Yeah,
done
I'm-
with my
I
second
might
piece.
grab another.
I have a nice buzz going, and I'm actually like kind of happy.
What?
Yeah, I'm late because I went and saw Mamma Mia.
Oh.
The local high school was putting it on, so I went and saw that.
Ah,
Awesome.
That's fancy.
I was almost late because me and my friend Sarah, we were playing Warframe.
I miss Sarah.
Did you play with Sarah before?
I played with her with you guys in Overwatch.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys should come play with us again. But no, all you guys care about is fucking that stupid Elder Scrolls game.
I'm in Baldur's Gate right now.
Should I crack
I do-
open a beer after opening 2? After finishing both the Beast Unleashed? I don't think
Do
I
you
should.
have other things to do today?
Huh?
Do you have other things to do today?
No.
I have to be in the first day of a Hurricane Herald Corps today.
Ew.
I am the scared.
But should we continue or should we cut?
We can continue.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab another beer quick first.
Yes, we.
Comment.
Gotta
today?
find us a
time.
table.
While she's getting another beer, I am witnessing the canine try to eat the soap bottle.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes.
He's so
Mhm.
pissed off right now. He hates baths.
Look at this. Look at this beauty.
Oh.
Oh my lord, that's a lot.
It's actually only a 12 pack.
Oh.
It's only a 12 pack. I mean,
I'm back.
okay. Sidoris, are you sure you're over 21? Because looking at you, girl, you look like 16.
She's in this
swear. I am 25.
You're my age? What?
Yes.
Yeah.
What month?
August.
Ha! I'm older.
Maybe.
So you just turned 25, right? Or are you about to turn 26?
She just turned 25.
August.
August, like 2 months ago. Math.
What day?
Math. Give me math.
August. Oh, August of '98.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm older. Fuck you. Ha. January.
No.
What day? 7th.
Yeah. I'm the 12th.
You really got
Oh, cool.
See, I'm in
Yeah.
January, so
I was
Ah, okay.
supposed to be in February, but I showed up on Friday, December 13th because I wanted to make an entrance.
I support
She's
this.
the devil.
I'm pretty sure Melissa, you're the oldest one, right?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Because Sal,
But
you're
also,
you're
I'm
only a
5
little
feet
late.
tall, so I definitely get carded everywhere I go.
I bet you do. No, I'm 30 this year, so
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh no. Yeah.
I turned 30 in August.
Oh Lord. Then Melissa, what? You're 35, right?
7.
37.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Nick, you're 32.
4.
Nope.
Damn.
34.
Oh, so I
didn't
am
get
still the baby
anybody
of the
right.
group.
Yeah.
Look,
All
I'm
right,
used
let's
to
continue. We're all drinking and having a good time at the bar.
Yes.
That is right. Yes.
Yes.
I say we find us a table, not at the bar.
Yeah,
think
so
we're already-
y'all have kind of filled in this space. I'm gonna pull my hair up because it's touching me and I can't. There we go. So y'all have kind of filled in. You have found a table with no trouble. The buns stayed up at the bar this time. They kind of just wanted a little bit of space and to kind of decompress on their own as you guys got a table for 4. And yeah, this is kind of a neutral setting. You have food, you have drink, you know that you have somewhere to sleep tonight. There are a grand total of 4 rooms. So Lucy has volunteered for the buns to take up residence with her for the night.
Good
Mako
God.
Sorry.
have his own. And he has volunteered to allow the snails to be in his room. And that leaves 2 extra rooms. So Shidori and Sebastian, you have your own rooms for the evening. She hasn't, the innkeep has informed you all that you have basically an entire floor to yourselves. And there is one big, huge bathroom that has 2 showers in it and multiple stalls, basically, for you to, take care of your morning duties as you see fit.
Dude.
Is there like a
Sorry, I'm a child.
bathtub? Is there like one of those like Chinese baths that I could just go soak in?
Define Chinese bath?
Like the
Like a hot
bathhouses.
Built in the ground bath.
Yeah, like the built in the ground. It's kind of deep. It's like a
Like a
sauna.
hot spring kind of thing.
I want you to remember that this place is on stilts over the putrid bog. So do you think there is a bath in the ground?
Look, I don't know. Do you think? But okay? Is there like a bath? Somewhere I can just sit and soak.
Okay, you're looking for like something to soak in, not specifically like an in-ground.
No, I was
Yeah.
just saying like if there was something like this, because it is a magical area, so you never know what they could have.
Yes.
Yeah, you could probably there's a tub in each room that you could fill up
Would it
with
fit
hot water from the shower and soak in it.
Would it
Yeah.
fit me?
That is a good question.
Because I would like
Well, how
something that would
does it work?
fit. That wouldn't just fit
Do
my.
you want it to be bigger?
I would like to present the image to you of Lucy and Shidori could sit in it comfortably and the water be like, the clavicle, and they would just be like sitting in it, because this is like wash tub shaped, right? Like you would crawl into a barrel and get clean. So for you, you would be able to put one leg in, and like if you managed to squeeze yourself down in there, you would look something like this.
So that's a no.
Not even fair.
You made your character too big.
And
Marco,
you
I can make it bigger.
make it bigger, damn it.
Okay. Bonk. Enlarge.
Now he can fit.
Now
Now
can I
you-
fit?
Yes, if you fits, you sits.
If I fit, I sit.
That's free. You need to hurry up and wash your bits.
Okay. Thank you, Sebastian.
Wash your
Oh,
face,
what was
wash
that?
your
Say
ass.
it again, probably.
Now get out so I can
It's an
take off
ass.
this mask.
Oh?
I'd have to clean underneath mask every now and then.
I will leave. Close the door. Leave him to it.
Okay.
Can I make sure he left? Like, please.
Sure.
I want to make sure that nobody's around to see me take off this mask.
That's really left. I don't want to see your bits.
I'm guessing there's no check for that. It's just I just check.
That would be
I just want to make sure that nobody's around that like spying or anything.
yeah. No, roll me a perception check. That's a good call.
Keeping Tom holding doors
That's
or
not persuasion.
walls.
Oof. 14.
So with a 14, you're able to really take in your surroundings pretty easily. You're not super familiar with this space, which makes you a little uneasy. There isn't anybody else in the room. You're not having any issues with that. What's wrong, baby?
Daddy?
Daddy?
He came in with a look on his face.
Daddy?
Bless you.
Sorry. Daddy? Sorry. Daddy? Sorry.
Daddy? Sorry. Daddy!
Oh, Dad's home.
Hey, we should probably tell Daddy that he's on YouTube, so.
What?
Your face was on YouTube. We appreciate you, providing us with your glorious self, sir.
He said I could have been naked.
And that would have just been a show to me.
Yeah, that would have been love.
We would have, edited it tastefully, put a nice little bubble.
Hi, Daddy!
Like eggplant emoji hovering in front of it.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
A little badge, little cop badge on
Alright,
front of his
so-
trunk.
Nothing around me. Okay.
He looked at me one time and I told him to leave it because he was a
Oh.
Wait, what?
Milo, no. The canine just about came through the window at one point because of the cat in the window.
Oh, okay.
Which, Lucy, I'm about to send you something in your channel.
Okay, pulling it up.
Da-da-da. This is something that you would understand and know, having been from the Feywild. So, like,
Okay, hang
I'm
on.
just gonna go ahead and give you this as a history thing because you are proficient in history. Nobody else really is from the Feywild, so I am not going to be sending it to any of you. But that
Where
should
would-
kind of help out.
Question.
Yeah.
Where would I technically be from? Because I'm not from the Feywild.
Just somewhere in Faerun, which is like mainland realm area for the campaign. So like think of D&D is kind of like in a multiverse of sorts. So
I'd
the
be in the
best way that
Australian wastelands. Got it.
so there's a really cool, it's in Nick's server. I'll have to go track it down, but there's a really cool interactive map that you can look at that is like all of Faerun, but think of it like this. So Faerun functions as basically Earth, and then you have the Hells and like that realm. You have the Fey realm, you have like the heavens style realm, you have the dream realm, and they're like pancakes. And you can move between these layers, these realms. And there's the plane meld, which is what kind of lives in between each of those, from what I've understood. And the plane meld and space get really mixed up in my brain, but yeah, that's kind of, they kind of like overlap. So basically y'all went from Faerun, which is where Lucy's bar is at, which is like Earth, and moved into the Fey realm. Now I put this in like a pancake stack, but it could just be that they like kind of like are like somebody just threw the pancakes on a plate, right? And they could be overlapping like that.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I get it now.
So somewhere in Faerun, now given your background, I would be willing to say that you probably make more sense coming from Elturel that fell into the Hells.
Yes, from my hometown of my other character. Ooh, ooh.
All right, let's go with that.
Yeah.
You can explain it to me later. Let's just
Yes,
continue.
sir.
Yeah. Yes.
2 words,
So
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's fucking Gate. I've learned so much about our previous campaign from playing this game.
Yeah.
Baldur's fucking Gate.
Lol.
Okay. Anyway. So yeah, so you're fine in your private bath in your room. Nobody else is in your room. You're not getting the vibe that you're being watched or anything like that. And for, I would say, probably the first time since this campaign started, you are actually completely alone and in a reasonably safe room and able to take a deep breath and relax for a second.
Cool. I'm going to take off of my mask.
Okay. Don't you need that to breathe?
It helps me to breathe.
Okay. I'm just making sure that I don't need to like add any checks to this or anything.
No,
So the
no,
mask.
no. It helps me breathe better. So it's like one of those people who have trouble breathing at night, and they use the
Like a
mask. Yeah, it's like a CPAP machine, but all the time. I can breathe without it. It just helps me breathe better.
Okay. As
So
you take the mask off, feel this like crisp relief feeling of air, like something, it kind of was like stuck because it has been on you for, the better part of like 2 weeks now without you really taking it off. There may have been moments here and there when y'all made camp for the night and rested that you kind of like lifted it a little bit to get some air up under there, but you haven't taken this thing off and like washed your face, cleaned your mask, anything like that in a while, and it's taken its toll. I wouldn't say that you have blisters, but there's just like, that feeling of like you have like dead skin.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
especially with the
Exfoliation.
especially with the scarring that you have on your face and the rest of your body, that has really taken its toll. But this kind of, it's like it almost is too cold to the point of it burning once you finally get that off and can kind of take care of that part of your face.
And if anybody's like on the outside of the door, like passing by, all they'll hear is just me like like, you know how people grunt when they're in pain, especially men.
Mhm.
We grunt when we are in pain.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people will hear, is just like somebody that is in pain, but it's one of those deep growls that, like, I don't want to fuck with that person no matter what. So there's still that intimidation factor of keeping people out.
Okay. Okay. So that's kind of what's going on in Mako's room tonight.
I
Do we
also
want to
let
look at anyone?
all the snails grow full size and kind of wander around with me.
Okay. So the snails are aware of your appearance without the mask.
Yes.
And they are enjoying the humidity in the room, given that there is a massive tub that has been enlarged for you to soak in. So the snails are out and about, and Queenie is perched. They stayed small because of the size of the room. It's not a massive room by any
Yeah.
stretch.
They've grown to the size
So-
they're comfortable being.
Yeah. And Queenie is perched atop the sink in the room. She's on like the faucet for the sink, giving orders to the other snails to dance. She's trying to coordinate a choreographed dance, and the other snails are doing their best.
I wasn't expecting that, right? All right.
So this is what's going on in Mako's room. What's going on in the other rooms, guys?
I have gathered my bats and am sharing my plum pie with them.
Okay. They are very thrilled to have such sweet treats. You, Shadora, you received a gift in your room. And this gift it has a black bow on it. And there is a note alongside it's like a tiny keg, like you know, those like little 1 gallon kegs that you can get.
Yeah, pony kegs, yeah.
Yeah, little pony. The blackberry cider. It has the bow with the note, and another little piece of pie is sat on a plate.
Hey, baby.
Walk in.
Oh, baby.
Can I read the note?
Sure. On the note,
Daddy?
I want Jersey Mike's.
you want Jersey Mike's?
You want anything from there?
That sounds really good, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
He wants that foot long in his mouth.
Oh,
Yo!
If it ain't
We're going to
foot
hell.
Oh boy.
Did y'all hear that?
No,
No.
sir. No, ma'am. What?
said if it ain't foot long or longer, I don't want it.
I fucking love you, dude.
Give me that side eye. I'll put my hands all through that beard and just.
Is he pantsless?
No,
Wait. Shut the fuck up. Where was I? What?
his sweatpants are the same color as his skin.
Okay.
Oh,
Beard. Yeah.
that
Dude.
escalated quickly.
I thought those were butt cheeks.
No.
Anyway,
Damn it!
Dorian and litter.
Man, this is showing how bisexual I am. Okay, let's move on before I get myself in trouble.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're already there, bro.
I know. Oh well. I mean, I am
This is
chicks
great.
before dicks, so let's just put it that way.
I
The
mean,
only reason why I'm doing this is because it's funny to him, because I know it's I'm very uncomfortable to him.
Oh, I could tell y'all some stories, but we're streaming, so I won't.
Oh my.
I have put this as it is 18 plus, so it's not for kids. My channel is not for kids.
Get into trouble at work.
If thou art a bean, big on.
If you are not of the age of 18, get the fuck out.
And if you work for law enforcement, you should leave.
If you work for law enforcement, I'm sorry.
I swear I'm 25.
I swear I'm 25. All right.
No.
We are almost out of time here. What's going on?
Yeah, on this note, in very crisp, neat, cursive handwriting, it says, for all of your troubles, and then some. When you want to know more, you'll know where to find me. And then it just has an X at the bottom. You do not recognize the handwriting, I will tell you that much.
And there was a box with this as well.
The box had the pie in it.
Had the what?
Had another slice of the pie with it.
Oh, okay.
Beware of strange letters with pie.
Ah, bugger.
Hang on a sec. Could I detect poison on the pony keg?
Sure.
Ah,
Hey,
Zeus.
using it for free.
That's a spell, right?
Yes.
Do you have to roll anything, or is it like one of your passive things?
I think it's
Have I got-
passive.
Like an always prepared.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no poison. There's no poison. What you do detect, it is not a poison. It is something for sleep, not like knock you out. In fact, this is something that you have seen before when you were investigating things. In one of your previous jobs,
Zeus, get down.
you can't remember the details of the job, but you do remember something called weave moss, and it is used for deep sleep, for dreams and astral dreaming.
Okay.
Ooh, spicy.
So that is what you're detecting in there. In high enough doses, it could be considered a poison, which is why you detected it at all. But this is not a high enough quantity.
It's low enough to not be lethal, yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Is it like what a melatonin would do?
Think of it like if you took melatonin with ashwagandha and dream tea, and then also took a Z-Quil.
Yeah.
I'm going night night, bitch.
I'm going all the way to sleep.
Going in a coma.
That's a fuck. That's not just a Zen sleep. That is a REM sleep. That is a. I'm not waking
No,
up
it's a
until
coma.
noon tomorrow.
You won't die, but you're going on
get
trip.
a very long
chip.
As soon as do you eat the pie?
Yeah, are you going to eat
Can
the
anybody
pie?
tell me why Modelo is the best beer ever?
I
Was
have no
that
idea. I've
only
never had it.
in the pie that was in the box? Because I gave the pie to my bats.
Oh,
God.
It is not toxic.
oh.
Yeah, it's in the pie, and the only slice that remains is for you. So the bats are cool right now, but
They're chilling. Literally.
One batter was hitting the wall.
I will not eat the pie.
okay. So you just have dream pie in your inventory, dream plum pie, and your little wine keg is or your cider keg is still there for you to drink from.
And that one was safe?
Yeah, it was safe.
Okay.
Permission to walk past Mako's room and just basically cast alarm so that if anybody tries to invade his space, he will actually hear a bell ring for like 10 seconds if they're within 60 feet of his bubble.
Yes, that
Okay.
is fine.
I just, and this is obviously Lucy doing this, not Mel doing this, but just based on his character and what he's been through the last couple days, I feel like he needs, and him saying, I want a bath, I'm like, he needs to be able to unwind and not be bothered. I mean, just, I'm not even telling him I'm doing it, I'm just doing it and walking away.
The way that the rooms are structured is like y'all went up to the top floor, the third floor of this inn, and that third floor, you basically come up the stairs and turn, and there's like a hallway, and it's like there's a room on either side of the stairs, and then another 2 rooms at the end of the hallway, basically like side by side type of thing, and the rooms are kind of pie wedge shaped so that it takes up the whole circular top floor with the exception of the stairs. So since Mako is so big and since Lucy took the buns, they have the rooms at the very far end, and then Shidori and Sebastian have the rooms at the closer to the stairs area since they're slightly smaller.
I don't.
So you have successfully cast alarm across his door. That is a non-issue. Sebastian, what's going on in your room?
I'm just gonna check the window to make sure it's locked, and then I'm gonna go to my bed and take out my playing cards and just absentmindedly play solitaire.
Okay.
So it gets
It
late enough to go to
is
sleep.
locked. There's no issues there. It's locked. You're not having any trouble with that. It's honestly, y'all seem to be in a pretty reasonably safe spot. There's the occasional creaking, the occasional shift here and there, but basically it feels like you're just in like an older house. Anything too dramatic. And yeah, you're having a good time playing solitaire. Lucy, what are you doing?
I am going to curl up in like the windowsill of mine with a book because in my head I've already checked the room for traps and weird shit and all the things and looked over this. I don't have the snails, but I do have the buns and they are playing cards or something over in the corner. But I'm gonna kind of curl up in the windowsill, like tuck one leg against my chest and the other stretch out and just read a book with the sun there. Because for once, I don't have to take care of anybody.
Yeah, the buns are playing 3 Dragon Ante, and it is a raucous game, but amongst them, they're keeping it quiet for the most part, but every now and then,
No, you bloody cheater. I know that you grabbed an extra card out of the pile.
and occasionally somebody slaps some cards down, but it's not anything super distracting. And yeah, you've got your book, and you pass time reading until there's no more light really outside to read by. You guys take a long rest, I am going to assume.
Yeah.
All right. So I know that we have stuff that everybody's got to do at the like after session, and we run until 6:30. However, I do also know that the next phase of this is going to confront Agden and the journey there. So do we want to cut off here?
I think cutting off here would be safe.
Yeah, same.
Okay. All right.
I have a silly question. Are we able to, excuse me, are we able to communicate with anybody from back home from here? Like get any type of communication to them?
Unfortunately, I mean, you can try, but
okay,
whatever's here is pretty much here. It would take a long time. It would depend on how you were trying to contact them.
I was thinking like I started to say snail mail, and then I'm like, haha, we have snails. Almost like send a letter or something like.
Can I
But given
contact
the
my
fact
girlfriend?
that was part of why I was like, he probably would like to send her a letter.
Nah, I'm like, that's actually a good question. Like, are we able to?
So physical communication like that would be pretty much impossible because trying to get things to and from Prismere when people cannot leave Prismere is not possible. Now, if you had some way of like extra planar travel or extra planar message or something along those lines, then that would be probably doable because it would be shifting through planes. But basically, you could keep a journal, like a log of what you would want to say in those letters, so that you could give that to her when you see her.
That's so cute.
You know, I'm gonna do that at the end of every day. I'm not gonna personally do this because fuck that. That's a lot of fucking work. Like, that's more work than I would ever put in high school. Type of work. That's probably more work than I'll put into college work.
Saf is like,
Saf already knows that I don't do a lot of that stuff. I do enough to be able to be like, he stands out of boyfriends. I'm not a piece of shit. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm gonna do that. Mako is going to keep a journal, and when everything is said and done, and I'm able to be reunited with her, I'm going to give it to her that way so she can read through it on her own time and encounter the heroics, the devastations, the sads, the ups, the downs, all of that. I'm gonna keep a journal about this.
A neat way to do that. And this is not an original idea. One of my favorite books growing up was called Letters from Rivka. It's by a lady named Karen Hess, and she wrote it as kind of a biography of her aunt who lived during World War II. And they were trying to escape Poland during the obvious. Well, when all that was going down, she didn't exactly have a journal to write things down in. What she did have was what she called a book of Pushkin, which was Polish poetry. And so she wrote letters to her cousin on the blank pages and around the poems and in the margins and in, like, everywhere she could find a blank space in the book. So that would be kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
Mako's a big softie.
Shut up.
So
says the man who picked me wildflowers in our first apartment. To this day, it is still one of the sweetest things he's ever done. Like, I came home from a really shitty day at work, and he had gone to see his mom, and we were broke as fuck in our first apartment. And he comes in carrying a bunch of wildflowers that he had picked at his mom's house for me.
All right, so are we?
Yeah, we're done.
We're done for tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. So this is gonna be the first episode of this campaign.
We got to see everybody.
We will continue this later.
There is so much.
Next Tuesday, I will be live again to continue on through the story of Into the Feywild. I hope you guys.
Also, I'm so glad that I never got